Alrighty, I am back again here with another episode. I tried getting closer to this intersection point he was talking about, the old dude was talking about in the last episode here. So let's see, I think it's the Temple of Time. I totally don't remember from the first time I played. It's kind of supposed to be in the middle, so maybe not. Well, maybe it is. Let's see. So, here we are. Ooh, it's glowing. So we can do hearts or stamina. So let's go ahead and give ourselves a heart. Yay! So. Oh. Okay. So yeah, this is where it was, I believe, that he Oh, okay. So let's go do that. Let's get up there. Because he's clearly not too lazy to come down here. Oh, there's even a convenient ladder. Sweet. Temple of Time has seen better days, that's for sure.
Well done there, young one. Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
Looking good. A little better than the hoodie.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining. He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts.
That's just unpleasant.
Against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
Which you can.
I suggest
but I won't.
that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village. Make your way past the twin summits of the dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
You got it. Yay. I'll sure try. What's in here? I'll remember the buttons one of these days. Whee! So I guess I can't get the doublet from him because he vanished. Oh well. There are other ways to get cold clothes in this game, and the paraglider makes this game way more fun to travel on. I forgot how awesome it was, to be honest. So we are done in this zone mostly. The only thing I want to come back and do is that Stone Talos, but I'll do that later. I want to get some hearts and stuff first before I take him on, essentially. And so now we're ready to go off in the uncharted zones, essentially. Oh, there's a big feller. Those guys are no fun to fight. Let's see how we fare against one. Ooh. Moblin. Yeah, so the small ones are like bokoblins or whatever, and that is a moblin. A boko bat. Do I have any clubs on me? Yeah. No, what did I drop? No. Keep the sledgehammer. So I'm good there. We can head over to Kakariko. I would like to get the tower in this area too. I guess I'll have to keep my eye out for it though. The only thing risky about blowing up these crates is you never know where anything's going to land. But it's a little better, at least in my opinion, it's better than beating it up with the swords and stuff, because you really don't want to lose your sword to a crate, especially since you don't really know what's in it. It may not be worth it, really. Especially for like apples and stuff like that. Here's a big old sword. It's rusted. I'm just going to leave it there. Oh, there's some arrows. A bow. So my bow is damaged, so let's go ahead and drop it, and let's grab the wooden bow.
Yep.
Let's get that apple. Like I said, it's the hard part with this is More apples. It's never a bad idea to gather as much as you can in this game. It can be a little tedious, but better to have it than not have it, obviously. I don't see anything hanging around these ruins. Here's some more goodies. More rusty weapons. Big rusty weapon. I'll pass on those for now. Is someone up there causing trouble? They must be. There's another big guy. More rusty stuff? Yep. East Post ruins. Yeah, this game's got a pretty cool story though, in the sense that once you get to the point where the king explains what happened, you've already, you've already essentially lost. You know, you've lost in the game already before, before anything even takes place, essentially. Which is different, especially in a Zelda game, because in most Legend of Zelda games, you know, you're the main character, you win, you start from... Oh, this guy might beat me up. He's got big reach on that spear. See if I can't bait him into this volume. Like, for example, you know, Ocarina of Time, you start off as a little kid, and you're working your way up, and I guess you might technically lose in becoming, like, when you become an adult, you're kind of sealed away for the time frame, but not to the extent as in this game. Another rusty claymore. So we've got a shrine over here. I think, was that a broom he was carrying? Oh my gosh. Everybody's coming for me today. Oh, Mom. I totally don't remember that weapon. Can't even... Bosch Kala Shrine. Let's see. Yeah, just hang out there, buddy, if you don't mind for a second. But yeah, I think it's an interesting Zelda story in the fact that your character is essentially, it's like you've already lost at this. What are your chances of doing it? You know, it's kind of interesting. And it's also very non-linear in the sense that, like I was saying earlier, where he says, you know, go right to the castle, and you can literally go right from the beginning to Hyrule Castle to try to end the game. It's super hard, but people have done it. The wind guides you. So they usually do give you a little hint at the beginning on what to do in these. This is a big old shrine. I forgot how big some of these were. So there's really no reason to go back there, from what it looks like at least yet. So... I think I would have to kind of veer off path when I go this way to get that treasure chest. Let's see. Or just fall to my death. That is another option. Oh, can I do it? Nope, I'm just gonna die. Let's try it again. Okay, so that doesn't reset, so I'm worried about getting that again. Maybe, yes. Ooh, Soldier's Claymore. Probably the Traveler Spear. As much as I like spears, that'd be a good weapon to have. And I think I can make that jump. So I don't have to die again. And then... Yay! So this is a fairly easy shrine. Some of them are a little easier, and then some of them are super difficult. I remember even having to just straight up look up some of the shrines when I played this my first time, just because I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any guilt in that. I mean, if I can't figure it out, I'll just go ahead and look it up. Now I'm gonna try to avoid that for these games, simply just I just don't want to make it from like a let's play into a walkthrough essentially. So I'm gonna avoid it, but I mean, if I have to, I guess I'll have to. Oh, it's got my rupees on there now. 5 rupees. As you can see, I'm really wallowing in the cash here. Oh, hey, buddies. This is a nice little bridge. Oh, got a chest over there. Ooh, there's a little camp there. This might be my first, oh.
Oh? Oh. Ah.
This one here? Yeah, they do shoot blue beams at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they can. They can definitely still wander around. It's cool meeting some of the NPCs in this game. I enjoy. Oh, there's an Octorok. Yay, chest. Ooh, this is gonna be close. Right in the booty. Thanks for the meat, buddy. Oh, I think that's a tower over there. As in other Zelda games, like Ocarina of Time, night is the time where you generally get attacked. Traveler's bow is better than the one I have equipped. So let's grab it. Oh, I got his little hand too. Oh, it's a ground Octorok. Fantastic. Oh, he had a fish. That's... I forgot what to do for these. I cannot remember for the life of me. More meat. Prime meat. Good tonight, boys. Little treasure chest behind a bunch of rocks. Good little spot. And some cash. think I'm gonna make my way to this tower. Maybe. I was just looking at one. Have I lost my mind? Oh, there it is. Oh, is there a dude over here? Alright, so I'm going to call it here. And then we'll pick it up again in the next episode. Thanks for tuning in.